name is Beth Hiley here for Board Game Geek TV at Spiel 2014. I'm sitting down once again, 4 out of 4 with Philippe Lutsky.
Hello!
It's like we've been through this before already.
Yeah, I have similar impression, yeah.
Well, you've brought us another in your, do you call it your kids line, the family line?
That's the family line, yeah. And yeah, that's game is called Faras. It's a city which is no longer exists, but it was in Sudan. And now it is under, it's flooded by water. Okay, there's a lake there. And this game is about archaeological excavation. So it's about real expedition which happened in the 60s of 20th century. There was a situation that Egyptians were building a dam on the Nile, and they were creating a huge artificial lake. Yeah, so UNESCO asked archaeologists to come and save as many artifacts as possible. Okay, so this game is about that event. So we are archaeologists. We came to the site, and our task is to save the artifacts. Okay, so it's a pretty simple family game based on the memory mechanism, but developed in some ways. So we have tokens of artifacts. So we have 4 kinds of artifacts that are this is the pottery, the varia, the paintings, and the bones. Okay, so they have different illustrations, but the icon tells us what kind of artifact is it. We can also meet scorpions, but we really don't want to, but it happens unfortunately, and the sand tokens. And the first reason why it's different from the many memory games is that at the start of the game each player receives the same amount of tokens, and we are building the pattern of tokens by ourselves. So one by one we put the tokens on the board face up.
Face up, okay.
Yeah, trying to create some pattern which will help you to memorize it and not me. So players have different strategies, for example, to put some of the tokens which are the same in the corner of the board or near some specific symbols on the board. Okay, we can have different strategies, and we build that pattern together. When we have it all created, then we flip over all of the tokens, so time passes by. Yeah. And then we play the real part of game, which is excavation. Okay, so each player is dealt 3 archaeologist cards. Okay, so you always have 3 cards in your hand, and on your turn you play one of these cards, and then you perform your move. And the standard rule is very similar to memory game, that you reveal 2 tokens, and if they're artifacts of the same kind, you can take one for you, and you put the other on the dam, which means that the construction of the dam is going on. When it will be ready, everything will be flooded by water and game is over. Okay?
And so we should just highlight that that actually is inside the box.
Yeah.
Here,
we have
both
an
the river and
island,
the
even
dam.
alligator. Yeah. So do not put your hands inside. Okay, so that's the basic rule, but the cards change that rule, okay, in many ways. So for example, if I play a card of pottery and I find 2 potteries in this round, I can take both for my collection. If you reveal a scorpion, then it bites and you loses one of the tokens. So it's not nice, but you can play appropriate cards that you have a serum and you are immune to scorpions in this round. So we have a card for each kind of artifacts. We have a card that we have guests on excavation sites, so it's easier for you, so you can reveal up to 3 tokens this round. Or for example, you can make a research, so you do not dig in this round, but you can take a look secretly at 4 tokens on the board. Yeah. So we have several kinds of cards which are thematic and show some actions you may perform. So it's a very easy but tactical game. During each move you have 3 cards, you pick the one which is the best for the situation you have at the moment. And game ends when the dam is full, is built, or if there are 10 or less tokens on the board. then the game ends, and whoever has the most tokens in its collection is the winner.
I'm wondering, just because you guys have great attention to detail, if the artwork is also from that region.
Yeah, actually the artwork was done by Adam Penkalski, who's not a board game illustrator, he's an artist, he's a professor of Academy of Art. And he lives in Istanbul, and he's a specialist of paintings from that cultures, from that region of the world. Yeah. So yes, we ask an expert to help us in this case.
Particularly when there's a little history involved, it's always fun to be true to form. Well, that is Faras,
Yes.
which is from Grana Games. Philippe, thank you so much.
Thank you very much.